Hi everyone, I'm here with another flip through of the Hanson-Roberts Tarot this time. This particular deck is illustrated by Mary Hanson-Roberts, and if you're familiar with the Universal Weight Tarot deck, she is the artist that recolored Pamela Coleman Smith's original drawings. And I love the look of this deck. I mean, the original, of course, is classic, but there's something really vivid and kind of like just fun about the recolored images. So I was super excited to find out that Mary Hanson-Roberts had her own tarot deck with her own original drawings and, of course, her own coloring. It's beautiful. The drawings for this deck have sort of like a color pencil look and feel to them. It's gorgeous. Here's the backing of the card. The actual cardstock is pretty decent. It's a much smaller deck, as you can see. Here's the Universal Weight Tarot deck, and I mean, these guys are much, much smaller. They sort of feel a little bit like a playing card in my hand. I've got pretty big hands, but they're they're fun size actually. This is the smallest tarot deck I own, but I really love it. It's very charming. So I'm gonna give you a close-up look of each card, and you can see why I really like this tarot deck. All right, here we have the Fool. And if you look, you see there's the whole color pencil quality to each image. And we have several different languages. The Fool. And this, of course, follows the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. So if you're a beginner, this is a good, I would think this would be a good deck to start off with. So there's the Fool. Here we have the Magician. I love how his arms are a little smaller. It's like the proportions are off, but it just adds to the charm. It's a really fun tarot deck. It's got a good vibe. I haven't done a reading with it yet, but I'm excited to. I feel like this would be a very lighthearted tarot deck to do a reading with. Here we have the High Priestess. Love the colors. I really like the facial expressions. Such detail. Everywhere you look, there's something small to sort of find. Oops, sorry about that. Here we have the Empress. Again, look at that face, beautiful. The Emperor. I'm guessing that's the artist's signature. Little stamp, that ladybug looking thing. The Hierophant. I don't know why, but this deck in particular kind of gives me a very like retro vibe. And this is gonna sound really odd. I love video games and board games, and I don't know why, some of the images just kind of make me think of those things. Beautiful Lover's card. And here we have the Chariot. I think the thing that really stands out is you can see, instead of a generic facial expression, you can really get a sense of what each card feels like just from their faces alone. It's a really nice strength card. Very calm, sort of peaceful, secure. Love the lion in this card. The hermit. Beautiful blue that just pops out. Again, the proportions. Size of his head to the size of his body. It's really charming. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. And I have a new stand for my phone, so I'm sorry if I bump it sometimes during this video. I'm just now getting used to it. We have Justice, Scales. Eyes just kind of stare you down, piercing. The Hanged Man. He's kind of calm and peaceful. Death. Sun coming up in the background. Flag. I like this card. Get a close-up view of the bodies. I really like this Temperance card. The star shining right there. Very bright. The water in this deck is just, it's really fun. Has a very animated look to it. This Devil card is probably one of my favorite Devil cards. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with this Japanese anime, and it was of the Wizard of Oz. And I think the voice of Dorothy was the girl who played Annie, like the big movie production of Annie. And so in the movie, the anime, the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West, had these flying monkeys, and this Devil card makes me think of that. They sort of look like him. Very cool. Maybe that's why this has a retro vibe for me. Some of the images just make me think of things that I loved when I was much younger. Here we have the Tower. It's a really, really pretty Tower card. The colors are just so bright. They're almost a little cheerful. Very nice card, though. And the star, look at the water. How it's just pouring out of her hands. Little bubbles. Such a cheerful card. I love this card. How she's gazing up. It's beautiful. A really nice star card. And the moon. Little droplets. Love the face in the moon. Sun card. Love love this. See, here's another kind of a retro thing for me. That looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid a little bit to me. I loved Garbage Pail Kids when I was a kid, so this totally makes me think of Cabbage Patch, Garbage Pail Kid. The sun is really cheerful and cute. I love this sun card. Maybe it's cheesy, but I just think it's really fun. The sun card for me is just really cheerful and happy, and that's what it makes me think of. So here we have Judgment. It's a nice card too. I don't think there are any cards in this deck that I'm not really crazy about. I like most of them. Here we have the World. And even though there's a lot going on in these cards, a lot of the cards, and they're small, I think they've really pulled it off. It's just a really nice presentation for each card. Here we have the King of Swords. The Queen of Swords. It's a gorgeous card. She means business. And it gives me a Narnia feel. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Ten of Swords. It's a pretty eerie Ten of Swords. The Nine of Swords. It's a dramatic card. A real sense of her suffering, her agony there. The Eight of Swords. Love the color of her outfit. The swords look really cool. Her hair. Such a nice card. The Seven of Swords. You definitely look sneaky. The Six of Swords. Beautiful sky and water. And the Five of Swords. Two guys in the background. His expression sort of says it all. Oh, my area is getting all messy here. Try to keep it pretty for you guys. Of course, I'm just pushing this stand everywhere. You have the Four of Swords. I like this card. I like the perspective. And the Three of Swords. That is a juicy looking heart. Plump. You could see this would really make a statement in a spread. That red just pops. And Two of Swords. Another beautiful card. I love the water and the moon. And the Ace of Swords. Is that not the coolest sword? I guess this would be the hilt. I love it. Then you have the laurel going around it. And King of Rods. So they're rods in this deck, not wands. But they're beautiful. I love the little blooms on each of the rods. The jewelry and the jewels, everything just really pops. And the Queen of Rods, and she's the cover. And that cat, is that not the cutest cat? Sort of looks like my cat. Love her expression. The Knight of Rods. Love the armor. And his helmet, it's got a dragon as he was riding away on his horse. The Page of Rods. Love how he's calling out the sun charm. And the Ten of Rods. The colors. I feel like each image is sort of alive. There's something going on. It's like each image is breathing with its own little story. Even though this is a smaller deck in size, it definitely makes an impression. And here we have the Nine of Rods. And look. Great color combinations, I think, for a lot of the cards. Eight of Rods. Love this. Love it. The sky in the background. And the Seven of Rods. It's funny. Makes me smile. His facial expression, he's just like so happy to have those 6 rods up against him, but he's ready. And the Six of Rods. And the Five of Rods. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this small card, but it definitely gets the message across. And the Four of Rods. And the Three of Rods. Two of Rods. See, it's not just a generic facial expression. Something really brewing. Perspective's fun. That world just seems super large. And the subtleties with the color, it's just gorgeous. Adds a warmth to each image. Makes everything seem more full and textured. The Ace of Rods. Is that not gorgeous? So pretty. Definitely has that fairy tale vibe. King of Cups. What a nice looking king. Little bubbles. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Love it. The Knight of Cups. It's pretty dramatic. The Page of Cups. Almost got a surprised look or worried look. Love the fish. The water swooping up around. The Ten of Cups. And the kids. So happy. Love how the little cups are so chunky and shiny. And the Nine of Cups. Great colors for this card. The gold and the orange and the peacock feather. The Eight of Cups. Love the moon. The Seven of Cups. We've got a wizard, it looks like there. A fairy in one cup, gold jewels, a crown, a dragon, a rainbow, some sort of a octopus or sea monster, a castle, and stars coming out of the other. Love it. See, this screams video game to me for some reason. I don't really know why. Or a really imaginative children's book. We have the Six of Cups. Love it. Five of Cups. Dramatic. And Four of Cups. Three of Cups. Love the tree. Love her hair. Two of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. Shiny. And King of Pentacles. Some of the richer, darker colors here. Queen of Pentacles. Curly hair. The Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. I don't know why this card makes me think of Snow White. The non-Disney version of Snow White. The Ten of Pentacles. Oh, look at that kid. Cute little doggy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, I really love the color scheme they have going on this in this card. The blues and the oranges, they just pop. Pleasant expression. The Eight of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. Wow. Doesn't look so happy. The Six of Pentacles. Makes me think of Oliver Twist. The Five of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. That face. Like a leprechaun, but a greedy leprechaun. And Three of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. Water in the background. They're not having fun on that water, I can assure you. And the Ace of Pentacles. Love the warm colors and the cloud. This is a pleasant looking card. I hope you've enjoyed the flip through of the Hanson-Roberts Tarot. Again, it's illustrated by Mary Hanson-Roberts. It's a beautiful deck. I highly recommend it, especially if you're a beginner and you're familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. They follow those images very closely. It just has a really fun, charming kind of retro style to it. Comes with this little white book, and it has several different languages. Yeah, there are 5 languages: English, French, German, Italian, and Spanish. And I think you'll really enjoy this. Again, it's a smaller deck, so it's probably a really good size for travel. Take with you. I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching.